Pakistan has been a long struggle for the freedom of the press, and I think that struggle seems to have come to this point now where the press isn't as free as it ought to be, and it isn't free in terms of two things. There is an organic, ethnic-based civil rights movement happening in the country, and we have seen a complete blackout on the media, whether it's television or newspapers, on reporting on it, on talking about it, discussing and debating it. The other aspect in which we've seen increasing censorship is censorship of the speeches and the rallies of two very important political figures, Nawaz Sharif and Maryam Nawaz. The impact of the censorship can be felt especially on two media organizations, Jio and Dawn. Jio was taken off air in many cantonment areas, in many areas of Pakistan, and there have been reports that there's been a deal between the military establishment and Jio in terms of the kind of reporting that they're doing, which means that they are no longer as independent as one would like them to be. Well, if you remember last year when a number of bloggers and social media activists were picked up, the question that many of us were asking, who are these people and why are they being picked up? Why are they, and the answer really is we actually kind of underestimate the power of social media in Pakistan. There are about 50 million users of social media, particularly Facebook, in Pakistan. And I know that number is far less than the audience that television gets, but it is increasing. It's becoming increasingly important, and it is becoming even more important in the face of this kind of censorship and restrictions. Journalists and newspapers and alternative voices from smaller regions, places that are far away from urban areas, have traditionally faced many more pressures and much more censorship than journalists in urban areas like myself have ever faced, because there are multiple fronts, whether it is from the government, whether it is from the military, which is why often I always hear this complaint whenever I go to these smaller regions and talk to people who say we don't get that kind of coverage, we're not considered important enough. This is why voices like Pak Voices are so important.